Hello friends, and let's do a tricky UV from a plasticity in Blender. Actually, it's super easy with this add-on. All you basically need to do is select this mesh, tickle this thing, paint plasticity faces. Actually, that's it, because it just creates the color attribute and take the attribute from the planes and transfer it. The magic happens here. We are opening the render mode. Make sure that you untickle these things, because if you don't have nothing that remains the light in the scene, it's better to untickle these things so you can see everything clearly. We are need to go to edit mode, and if we select something here, we can select faces. You can see what it do, yeah? We don't need like do this thing and select it manually and try to loop it and hate ourselves if it doesn't work. No, we just need to select this thing and make select faces. But why do we need faces if we can use edges? That's basically what we need. We just need edges, and it select the edge, and now we can mark seam. But if you will stay in this mode and mark seam, nothing will work. So you need to press 2 or click on this thing in the top to go to edge mode, and now you can make the magic do the thing. What this S-head actually press to mark the seams, you probably ask yourself. And it's fair enough, because I'm not showing what I'm pressing, and I'm pressing some weird combination on the mouse. Yeah, it's a custom combination on the mouse, custom short key. So basically, to put the seam, you just go to the edit mode, you press tab, you go in it instantly, or if you have a Pi menu like me, you need to select it. You go to edge, you select your seam. By the way, plasticity selected automatically, so yeah, I'm just selecting on Suzanne. And you press U, and here's your juicy buttons. You press mark seam, and it's marked. You press U, clear seam, and it's cleared. But what if I want the same shortcuts as you have? Okay, you can. Let me show you pretty quickly. Let's together go here, mark seam. So I'm basically use this button on the mouse to mark seam, and this button, if you wonder, I use for view selection. So it's super easy to view select. Let's actually put it here. Like you press right mouse button. Because I have this shortcut assigned, I need to remove it. Now you know how to remove it. Right mouse click, assign shortcut, and press your juicy button. That's how it's easy. Here is my seam. Alt, the same click, disables the seam. And you can see numpad 1 is view selecting, because I have a custom binding on the mouse, so it allows me to do that. That's pretty neat. You can use that too. And now you can safely continue to watch the video about UVs and materials. Let's just make the same thing here. Select the edges, mark them. Okay, and basically I think we're done. Are we done? Let's check it. Okay, so let's open the UV. Let's tickle render mode off. Let's select one edge, or not select anything. Also one thing here. If you have the hard edges, just select one hard edge, press Shift G. Okay, and I will like select similar sharpness, and here you can see what button I press on my mouse. And I have this mouse. It's Logitech G502X. Pretty cool one. Recommended to everyone. It's amazing. It's super cool. It supports macros, and you can tickle any shortcut there. Okay, let's also do this sausage here. Shift G, sharpness, selected, and inner one like this. Okay. You can see how how it speeds up. It's just amazing. You don't need to press U and blah 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 blah, all this shit. No, just that thing. Okay, let's select two of them. Let's unclick it somewhere so nothing is selected, and I will press Alt C. It's my shortcut because I use the addon Zen UV. Yep, amazing addon. Try it. In here you can just do Zen unwrap, but I have this on Alt C. For packing I use Packmaster. You can definitely see it. And if you don't have these fancy add-ons like Zen UV and Packmaster, you basically locked to a functionality that Blenders offer to you. It's not bad, but I will use Zen UV and Packmaster because I love them. But I will explain you what are you should to do to unwrap these things and what results are you going to expect. So assume that you have these bad boys in the scene. Let's try to unwrap them using just the blender. I guess I need to select everything, then I need to press U, and I need to press some of these things like unwrap angel based, unwrap conformal, and unwrap minimum stretch. So minimum stretch is basically when it's not stretch a lot. Okay, the conformal hard surface, and angle based is more for organic shit. Let's try angle based right now, then try conformal, then try minimum stretch, and see what each of these results gives us when we don't have a lot of functionality here. Okay, angel based. Yeah, it's not bad. It's very not bad. Look on this thing. Super juicy. Okay, let's try conformal. It's also not bad. You know, only these inner things are fucked. Basically, yeah. Let's try angel based again, because I lost track of these guys. Yeah, here are they. And they are, yeah, you know, whoa, like angel based is such a good one. I never thought that Blender has developed this thing such good. Let's do another one here. Let's do minimum stretch and see what it gives us too. Okay, this is the piece of shit. We are not gonna use that at all. Yeah, sometimes angel based work on a hard surfaces and it's pretty good. So what I'm basically want to tell you, let's try the like Shift A, mesh, some sphere here, and let's do some thing like that or like that. Okay, and let's try to U angel based. Oh my god, it's not working because I'm not selecting it. Okay, angel based. Good. So you can see that. U conformal, you can see that. It's not so good if I take some kind of a cube. Okay, let me use my fancy add-ons here, marked by angel. Yep, and I will just angel based. So you can see it work fine. But conformal will be definitely better when you have some fancy hard surface, not like this piece of shit. But let's quickly check what we have here. If you wonder how to make the same thing that makes the quadrification here, like I do here, just select this thing and quadrify. It's not so fast, but it will definitely work. Okay, let's break it down. So first thing first, we will select one random quad. Let's do this. Select the top part of it in the vertex mode. Press right mouse button and press align horizontal. Boom. Then select another one, align horizontally. Select this one, align vertically. Select this one, align vertically. Perfect, you're doing great. Select this quad, the quad, and then select everything else. Good. Now it's wrong. It's wrong. It's not selecting the quad. I need the quad. It's wrong here. Let me see. Okay, so select the quad, go to the vertex mode and select everything. Good. So it will be highlighted. This guy should be highlighted. And you press right mouse button and go follow active quad. Boom. Here it is. Okay, so let's pretty quickly do the same over here. Let's take this one. Okay, let's take align vertically. I just want to show you that it doesn't matter. Align vertically, align horizontally, align horizontally. Then select the quad, go to the vertex mode, select this sausage here, or you can select everything, it doesn't actually matter. Right click and follow active quad. Boom. Here we go. And now you can just select it, press UV, and go to back island. Don't rotate it, back. Boom. Here we go. Here's our packing. So here's the paid ones. You can see how neatly it's all packed. And here is the free one. It's not so bad. Definitely not so bad. If I need a quick result, I definitely would stick to that thing. Good, let's continue. And it can pack all these things very, very, very good. We will just try it pretty quickly. What is that thing? Let me see it. Okay, so what are we gonna do with this? We're gonna select one and we going to quadrify it. Perfect. This thing. Yeah, and I think we need to cut it somewhere. And the best place, I think it will be over here, like this. Yeah, but without this thing. Let's just deselect this one. We don't need it. Just make it like this. I'll just do a little cut here. Let me do it like this, and like this. Boom. Okay, and let's alt see it again. Good, yeah, this is much better. Okay, this thing I need to quadrify again. Relax this one. Good. Relax this one. Perfect. Relax this one. The only thing I don't like is this, I guess. Let's just cut it in the half too. Somewhere in the middle here. Yeah, I think over here will be perfect. Yeah, let's do it like this. And let's do the quadrification. Good. Nice. Let's select both of these guys, select everything, and go to Packmaster. Okay, let's disable it. Let it just do the thing correctly. Okay, let's do normalize scale. Let's do a pixel merging. Okay, I need a, let's do 4K, and let's do, I think it's 16 pixel for 4K. Hierarchical search 12:6. Let's do it like that. And I guess, yeah, that's all I need here. And let's do the pack. Yeah, that's pretty cool. In Zen UV, I can open the preview. Let's check it out. Over here, checker texture. Amazing. No, this looks super good. Okay, I will save that. I need the camera. Boom. And let's move it near this thing. Let's do the 3D cursor. Yeah, let's rotate it just like this. Okay. I like this layout because you can basically see all this happening here and here, like your render window and yada yada. If you wonder how I get rid of this thing, it's this button. You can just press it and get rid of everything that is not necessary in the render window. Okay, And what I want to do, I want to go in render mode here. And I want to disable this material. I don't want to delete it because maybe I will need it. I will just delete it from here. So just for curiosity, if I put it back again, it will display it. And now I can create the new one and I can call it metal 1. And let me just copy to selected and make it metal 2. Okay. Yeah, it's like that. I need them and I need enable my little light here. Okay, let it be like this. And I just want to change little thing here. And if you wonder what light setup I use, it's over here and I will share this file with you, link in the description. If you wonder how it works, I will cover it in the video about the light setup I use. It's short one, but it's definitely worth to check. Here is default Blender light. You can see this harsh blah. And here's the light setup with the gradients. It's much, much beautiful. So what are you waiting for? Go click and take it. I want to change the color to white. Let it be like that. And I want to make it more powerful. Just a little bit like this. Yeah, let it be like this. Okay. And I need one thing here. I just delete this and I shift A, mesh, Metallic BSDF and drop it into surface. Good. I will drop the anisotropy almost to the max and roughness. Yeah, let's make it somewhere over here. Okay, here is one thing. You can see I make this rotation rotate and I have this weird circle here. It's tangent and we can get rid of it. So basically you need the tangent and you need just plug it in. So by default it's radial by Z. We can change it to Y, we can change it to X. Yeah, and it will just change its position, but it won't solve the problem with this circle. Yeah, sometimes you can just drop the roughness, but that's not what we want. Let's drop it to a UV map. And now the problem is solved. Because now the metal is work on the UV map. And now it's working correctly. So if we like this effect, we can use it. Like this thing here. Yeah, if we like it, we can use it. But if we want the UV map, we will use the UV map. And we also can tell it which exact UV map. If we have a couple of them or something like that, we can make it. You also can create this thing and also manipulate it like that. So you can just plug the UV. You can see it. It will do a little bit different thing, but sometimes it can look better just to have this interesting shapes. But this one is much smoother result. I think it's a little bit better than just use this thing. But here you can experiment with different types of this thing. Okay, I will stick with this one. Let me just make it more roughness. I want a little bit more anisotropy. Yeah, And now you can see how I can play with this rotation. You can even use it for rendering to create this nice effect of metal shadowing and moving light. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I can also try to change the color. Why not? Maybe I can make it more like a little bit bluish. Yeah, and tint, I want it more white. Good. Let's save it. And let me just copy this and put it here. Delete this thing to the surface and change the color to brighter one. I think something like that. Yes. And let's do it more rough and more anisotropy. The only thing you can have wrong is, for example, this, guys. Let's try to solve this thing. Okay, let's select all of them and let me open this thing. Yeah, they're definitely on the different parts, and I definitely need them to be on the same level as this thing. Where is this guy? Oh, I didn't select them. Not a big problem. Let me just put it here. Yeah, and I need to rotate it. Yeah, good. Only rotation matters. You can see that. Nice. Yeah, now that fixed. And to make it even more gorgeous, tickle that off to the individual. Yeah, good. And let me make it over here and somewhere far away. Yeah. And just to make it a little bit thinner, like this. Yeah, this looks pretty good. And I will lower my light over here, just to make it not so lumpy. Yeah, good. Yeah, this is superb. The ground is a little bit dull. Let's just change it quickly. Object world. Okay, let's do Shift D. Let's merge them and let's use light path camera ray. Yep. And let's change this to black. Yeah, this is much better, but not so black. Let's just drop it a little bit off black. Kind of like 00003. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool black. Let's just use it. One little markdown here. When you rotate the mesh, you may have this awful thing. And it's because of UV map and this UV seam over here. Right here. Yeah, so basically to get rid of this nasty shit, all you need to do is rotate your UVs like that. And everything is good. So yeah, you can see that. If you don't want to rotate your UVs, you can take any of the radial shapes here. I think the X1 or Z1 is looking good. But yeah, it's better to use UV and just rotate the guys and just match them with the overall UV, or just to pack them over here using the pack master and just pack to others. Here you go, no nasty reflections. I think we're pretty much done. Or drop it in a substance painter, because we have the UVs. Let's make it in another one. And yeah, we will have, I think we will have the series of painter and UVing for each of these pieces. So yeah, you can definitely see hard parts of the process, which easier parts of the process, but you can definitely see them. And I need to update my add-ons because sometimes I forget to do that. Okay, don't forget to update your add-ons. Stay cool, make 3D every day. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.